Hey everyone, welcome to Move Me to Pittsburgh, the show where we talk about Pittsburgh real estate, the local stories, and the things shaping the city.
We're your hosts, David and Cassie. Whether you're tuning in for market insight, neighborhood talk, or just a fresh take on what's happening around Pittsburgh, we're glad you're here.
Hey guys, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We will put the show link in our posts. My mother mentioned, Cassie, that she liked that you put the link there, that she'll also screenshot it and copy and paste it over to the link. So we'll make sure to do that going forward on everywhere. We're trying to get on iHeartRadio too. Been having a little bit of issue on getting our podcast over on there, but keep an eye out. That will be on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, and then of course we're going to continue putting the video on YouTube. So we appreciate you guys watching. Each week we dive into the trends we're seeing, headlines catching our attention, and the things buyers and sellers are talking about.
Yeah, so settle in. We've got another great episode lined up. Let's get into it.
Cool. So what's been up, Cassie?
Not much. I was away last weekend during the marathon, so I did miss it, but had a lot of friends that ran it, saw a lot of great pictures. So it looked like it was a great time. Lots of runners.
I did see that Ricky from our office ran it too. So congratulations to everybody that ran it.
Yeah, congrats everyone.
I did not run it.
Not a runner.
Yeah, but Pittsburgh has officially shifted into summer mode. That is for sure.
Absolutely.
As the marathon wrapped up, events are starting to pop up everywhere. I think it's probably getting a little bit easier for you to find events for our weekly email.
Yeah. There's a lot more going on now. So
yeah,
much more to choose from. Lots of things to get out and do.
Yeah.
So I guess I do want to say too, speaking of the marathon, there was a Pittsburgh native. His name was Will, I think Lovner. I don't know how to say it exactly, but congrats, Will. He is a Winchester Thurton School graduate. He took home his first Pittsburgh Marathon win after finishing runner-up last year, but he finished in 2 hours, 14 minutes, and 50 seconds.
Wow.
Which is wild.
What's the past couple of years? What's it been like? Kenyans that win it. So that's really cool.
Yeah, I think when I looked it up, like the record that I found just in general for marathons, I want to say was 1:59. So Will's not too far off.
Wow.
So yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Dang. I believe it's like a 5-ish minute pace. So I didn't actually do the math, but
yeah. Holy smokes.
Yeah, so that's really fast. When I was running, I was lucky to hit like a 10-minute mile. I averaged maybe like 10 and a half, 10 on a good day.
Yeah.
So twice as fast as me.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, Will. That's sweet.
Will. Yeah.
Something neat. Like we were looking at that map last week on everywhere that it goes. I did not, being here for, gosh, I'd have to do the math how long I've been in Pittsburgh now. It's been 15 years, but I've never realized that how many neighborhoods that goes through and how many roads it shuts down, and it forces everybody to go a different route. That's really exciting to see different routes. I think at one point when that Waze app came out, it was telling people to go back ways and getting around quicker, and people were complaining about. I don't know any local people that were complaining, but just news. I was reading it, and they were saying, "Oh, now there's so much traffic on my street since Waze came out." So it's a cool way to, with the roads being shut down and forcing you into different directions to see a different perspective of the city.
Yeah, take you places you've never been, probably will never drive.
Yeah. That's one thing. Being in real estate, I'm constantly looking out the window at houses and. One time I was doing what's called driving for dollars, and it was like, I'm sure you might do it. You have an app that tracks your mileage being in this business. It's the same thing where I have this app that's it's called Batch Leads, but it has a driving app
Hmm.
in it, and it'll track everywhere that you've driven.
Yeah.
So sometimes I like to just click it on, and then if I'm driving and I see a house, or I'll see where a road that I've never been on, and I'll take that road. So
Absolutely.
it's pretty cool to think about, like, going a different way, leaving a little bit early so you can make a couple wrong turns.
Yeah. See
Yeah.
different parts. Yeah.
Uh,
You never know
yeah,
what you're gonna find.
yeah. So we didn't get to go to a coffee shop this week, but I
Mhm.
was up in New Kensington and in Arnold actually for a dye test,
Okay.
uh, and stopped in at Still Cup Coffee Roasters. I'll tell you what,
Mm.
New Kensington is a super slept on little area. They have
Yeah.
done a ton up there. Don't get me wrong. While I was there, I was in town. It is on the downtown section. It's extremely clean, but it
Mhm.
was like a ghost town. It was in the middle of what was it, Tuesday at like noon. There was one person walking their dog. This is a very
Wow.
nice. I'll have to show you a photo. Have you been up there in a while to New Kensington?
Not really, like, outside of it. I had a buyer, I think, last year that was looking at a lot of places in New Ken, but that's probably the
Yeah,
last I've really been up there driving around.
a photo of the photo that I took. But anyway, they're starting to do their Fifth Avenue downtown it's called New Kensington Fridays on Fifth. So they shut down
Ooh,
Fifth Avenue, bring in food trucks, they have vendors, everything. I guess that started April 24th. The next one is May 22nd, and then June 26th.
okay.
Um, and then tomorrow, May 9th, from 2 to 8, they're doing a Spring Fest.
Very
They
nice.
got, oh
Yeah.
my goodness, I bet you 10 food trucks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 beauty places like selling soap and stuff.
Okay.
Bird crafted artisans, probably another 10 there. 3 different musicians playing. Vinci
Very cool.
Winery is going to be giving out samples. But
Oh,
that seems nice. That's give you a reason to go up there.
yeah.
Um,
Now that I think about it, it was New Ken that I was at. My brother is in a band and played at a show at that Preserving Underground. I forgot that was New Ken.
Church,
Yeah,
right?
it's right by that strip where
Yeah,
it had like a little candy shop. We stopped at one of the breweries that was up there. They had like outdoor seating. They have a little stage there. But yeah,
yeah,
that little street was really cool. It kind
yeah.
of gave you like that old timey feel, like the old timey little hometown feel.
Oh, yeah.
It was really nice.
Yeah, I can't think of what was it Voodoo? And
I
then the
think
other,
so.
these are big name
Yeah.
breweries too. These aren't little
Yeah.
pop-ups.
Yeah, that's the one that we stopped in. They had, like I said, they had a nice little outdoor section that you could sit in with a lot of tables and huge.
Yeah, Voodoo Brewing and then Strange Roots Experimental
Ah,
Ales.
yeah, right
They're
across the street. I
huge
think
names.
they had it inside of like there might have been pizza there too, I think with the Strange Roots. They were inside of there. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's really nice. I could be
Yeah,
wrong.
I like
I
what they
remember
did
seeing pizza.
with the doors. They hung a bunch of doors, painted the doors
Yeah,
and the ceiling. That's what a neat
yeah. It was really neat.
thing you don't think about. Yeah, but coffee was good. It was a very tiny little spot. I got baklava. Speaking of baklava,
Okay.
uh, the Greek festival has just kicked off this week over in Oakland, so I'll be going over for dinner tonight.
There you
Uh,
go.
Oakland on the main drag across from the dinosaur. I can't remember what the church. Um, I would imagine it's a Greek church there. Greek church,
Heinz
Oakland.
Chapel's right there, right?
What is it?
Heinz Chapel's right there, right? Like the big one that everybody gets married in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So this one is, if I'm thinking correctly, Greek Orthodox Cathedral of Session. No. That's California. What are we talking about here?
We'll get to the right state in a second.
Would it be St. Nicholas Greek Orthodox Cathedral?
Okay.
Just type in Greek Festival, Pittsburgh, Oakland, if you
But
want to
yeah,
go. But they do a very good job. I mean, massive. I don't know if it's because of the location, but they do extremely well.
very nice. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I'll take some photos and we'll talk about it next week.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
So
Yeah, so you at least got to try something. Like, like I said, I was out of town for the weekend, so I wasn't there. So I did not get to try anything new this week, coffee wise or anything. But I
where
did
were
get
you
to.
at?
What was that?
Where were you?
I was in Maryland.
Maryland.
So Easton, Maryland. It
How's
was,
how's Pittsburgh to Maryland? What do you say?
I like Pittsburgh. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely like it better. A lot more to do. Easton's a very nice part of Maryland. I really like it. A lot of water. So there's a lot of stuff that you can do there, but I'll take the city in this case.
All right. You hear that, Maryland?
Sorry. But yeah, so I didn't get to try anything like that, but I did get to. So as we've heard 1,000 times, I do play a lot of kickball. So this week, the Department of Public Works is repairing different baseball fields around the city. So we normally play at Bloomfield, but they moved us. So we were up in Troy Hill, and we played at two different fields there. So we played at Cowley, and then we played at Gardner. So that was nice. And I know a couple others got to play at one down by like Church Brew Works in Bloomfield still. So they just had us all over the place because they are repairing the fields, which is really nice. They're getting it prepared for, there are like little leagues that play there. There's softball teams that play there. And of course, PSL kickball plays there. So it'll be really nice to see what they do to the fields. I know like Bloomfield has a very large issue with drainage. It'll rain and then there's just a puddle next to first base for days. So they were planning to do that. I think put down new dirt, fix like some of them have like a little tiny like gravel track around it. So they were planning on fixing that as well. So it'll be nice that they're getting things ready for summer in sports.
What do we know about Troy Hill? I'll be honest. I don't know a whole lot.
Penn Brewery's there.
Yeah, at the bottom. So
Yeah.
there's that Pig Hill there. That's the
Mhm.
what's the parks up there? They're pretty nice.
I think so. I mean, they're small. Well, Cowley Field is very nice. They have, I want to say there's a little spray park right around it. They have like a little kids section that you can play on. They have a basketball court and then, of course, the baseball field. And
Yeah.
there's like an abandoned old, I think it used to be their recreation center. That's right there. But like I said, it's not in use. So it's pretty quiet up there when you get up to that part of the field or part of the street. They do have like a little hole in the wall bar. It's called Brem's. It used to be Tammy's. If anybody ever heard of Tammy's, used to go there a lot. But we did try
Okay.
that last night, so that was pretty neat.
Oh,
Good food.
Okay. So you would have went up, but for anybody that doesn't that's listening from out of the area. So directly across from the Strip District or Lawrenceville, you cross over Allegheny River and up into Troy Hill, and it is very much a hill
Yeah.
to get up there. Very nice view. You'd be
Especially,
shocked
oh
to
yeah,
see
yeah.
from up there.
They're absolutely gorgeous views from the field.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Would
really nice.
this one here, we're sharing it on screen here for anybody
Yeah.
that's just listening on
Yeah,
YouTube.
that would be the one of the ones we played at. And then you can kind of see up above where like Troy or Gardner is right underneath where it says Troy. That was one of the other fields that we played.
Right here. Okay.
Yeah. So
All right.
it's nice to be able to go to different parts of the city this week and see some different things.
Yeah, for
How they're
sure.
taking care of our fields and yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was just gonna say defer. Coffee is up
Yeah.
there. I've never stopped in there. Maybe we'll have to add this to our list.
Yeah. I've been
Next
to
week.
the one. There's one in the Strip District that's defer, I think, too. I've been there. Very good. But I've never been to the one in Troy Hill, but I have heard really good things about it. Yeah,
Oh,
Brem's Return.
right here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Did you take any photos while you were in?
I did not.
Okay. Wow, nice little spot
It was
here.
cool. Yeah. So they definitely, like I said, it used to be Tammy's, and it was a little different. Still had, I mean, I remember we always used to get the hot dogs there. That's the only thing I really remember about when it was Tammy's.
Yeah,
But it definitely after that closed, became Brem's, and it's very different.
Nice.
Really nice.
Wow, look at that. Please. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went classic and just did the chicken tenders, but we got them in like a California tangy sauce, and it was very good. Worth it.
Nice. All right. Yeah, we're gonna go up there and
Yeah. We should go
I've,
chill.
I've sold a house off market up there once.
Okay.
Occasionally, we'll drive through like on an appointment, but I've certainly smacked some mirrors going up Rialto.
Yeah. Yeah. That was
One time,
what did we say in a past podcast? That's the 5th steepest hill, I think. It
I
was the
don't
one
know.
that is it not? That was the one that everybody was snowboarding down when it snowed here and they were
Yeah,
closing all the roads.
yeah. I don't know what what city was thinking as far as they what they did was they took the staircase and they made it like 36 inches, which I guess is ADA compliant or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think I would. I, I don't know. It just, they took the road and made it even smaller, so now you can barely fit up the
Yeah.
road there.
It is
Sketchy.
steep.
Yeah. So anybody that's living up there, I would imagine, goes off the
Yeah.
back side and comes down
I
through.
usually try to avoid it, especially going down. Going down always, it feels like you're like on a roller coaster, just going straight down. It's a little nerve-wracking, but
Yeah, no doubt. Cool. Well, yeah, that's a super. I keep saying slept on, but that's a section you can get up there for a pretty good price.
yeah,
Too.
absolutely.
Yeah, no
There's
doubt.
definitely, as we were walking from the field to that Brems, we could see because that's along the street that overlooks the city. So great views, but some of those places they had remodeled and they looked really nice.
Yeah.
So I could see it
Cool.
becoming a very different area someday.
Yeah. Well, we certainly appreciate the Department of Public Works working on those fields.
Absolutely.
To see when that's done, get some photos.
Yeah. They say, well, at least Bloomfield is supposed to be done for us to go back next week.
Okay.
So we'll see. They're moving quickly.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Did you hit on the 300 new chairs for the pool?
Oh yeah, and also with summer, they Corey O'Connor made a post with some people that the city parks bought 300 new chairs for the pools that are supposed to open June 15th. So they had a little post on Instagram of them celebrating, and it was a cute little post. But yeah, so we're gonna have 300 new chairs around the city pools. Hopefully, that makes things a lot nicer, more relaxing for everyone. And
Yep. Hey guys, remember you get that rad pass, you can get into any of the pools.
there you go.
Free.
There you go. Get that rad pass.
Do you have like a favorite pool around the city?
I have never been to any of them, to be honest.
Oh
I'm
my
not a big pool person.
Yeah. Okay. For me, I would say the Highland Park one.
Okay.
It's the only one I've been to too, though. I've driven past the one in Dormont many, many times, and that might be the biggest city pool around. I would like to get out there and check that out.
Yeah.
They have like a sliding board and a fountain, I believe.
I had read something about that one. I think it's not just like the biggest one here, but possibly like the biggest one. I don't know, like in a large area. I'll have to
Really?
look that up again.
Yeah, it's
Largest in the state, possibly, but yeah.
Yeah, check that pool
It is
out.
big. It is a
Oh,
big
you know
one.
where I was out in Settlers Ridge,
Okay.
where they have the wave pool.
Ah, yeah.
They have all kind of crazy stuff out there. That would be like what, heading towards the airport? Settlers Ridge, am I thinking correctly?
I think so.
Yeah, anyway, out in that section, massive pool. Been to that several times. So I don't know if that's considered a public pool or not. I think
South Park has a wave pool.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. They did.
Okay.
I've never been to any of them, but I have a couple friends that used to go to them all the time.
Yeah. It's kind of cool. I where I grew up was it was called Patton Pool, and I just remember going over and like eating I don't know, like stupid treats.
The concession stand stuff.
Hot Pockets. It's kind of just cool to go, even if you don't get in the pool, just to like see it.
It was kind of a place to hang out. I guess I went a couple times. I would also grew up in like a small town, so we had a public pool at the park that everybody would just kind of go and hang out.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. Brings back
Nice
some
little
memories.
meeting place.
Yeah, no doubt. Ours had a little train that went all the way around the pool. So
Okay.
nobody knows anywhere that out here that has a train that goes around. Little tiny thing, you know what I mean?
Like a little toy train?
No, real
Or
like
like
you
you
could
got to
sit
ride it?
in it, and then they had like a dude that would dress up like a real engineer with the hat on and the stripes.
Okay.
They would put around
Conductor guy.
yeah,
Okay. You got a pool and a train ride. There you
yeah,
go.
yeah,
Man, we were slacking. Didn't have
yeah.
any of that. I didn't get to take a train ride.
Train tracks on it too. Yeah, that was really fun. We
That
used
is
to have
cool.
big family reunions there.
Okay.
And
Smart.
it's the one time of the year we could get on the train and get in there and ride it around. It's really cool.
Very smart.
Yeah. So we're about to see what it's going to be like to rent a pavilion up at Highland Park. I guess we're doing a company picnic or something coming up. So that'll be neat. I've never went to like any of the like spots where you grill. I might volunteer to grill. That'd be fun because
There
they're
you
like
go.
charcoal grills, like sitting right
Okay.
out the thing. So you'll be there.
I didn't know anything about it. I didn't. If they just sent out the email, I haven't seen it, so I didn't know it existed. But if I'm around, I'd love to be there.
Yes. Cool. So we got some like what a ton of summer events coming up. Do you want to hit on those?
Absolutely. I mean, we have what a lot of music festivals. I know of that. So the biggest or one of the ones that are starting right away is Millvale Music Fest is next weekend. So the weekend of the 16th. I've been there a couple times. My brother's band has played there before. So that was really fun. That one draws in a very great crowd. They block off I can't think of the name of the street, but like one of the main streets that goes through Millvale. And then they'll have a couple stages there, food trucks, vendors all over the place. I think there's also like a street that's basically like a big craft show. One of those. They have the local bars will also have bands come in, so it's really fun. I want to say I read at one point they had like 300 some bands or something that would play, like just because it's a couple days. Like I said, just little bars will do them, bring in a couple a night. The big stage, I think there's more than one big stage, and sometimes they just have like people on the side playing, like if you're out shopping around, like the vendors. So that one's really fun. I have been to that one. They have you saw something that the Pittsburgh Brewing Company was doing a music festival.
Yep.
What was that one?
So it was Pittsburgh Brewing, which is Icy Light. They are. I think we've talked about this in previous episodes. They built I guess just grounds up there for a stage, and they're having all kind of events there this summer. What do we have here? Let me pull up the link.
So I went to I hope they do it again. I think they're planning to do it again. What was the Rock and Regatta?
Oh yeah.
They had a stage there, and then all the boat races, bunch of food trucks, vendors. That one was really fun. I think they even had like a cornhole tournament, flash tattoos, like all sorts of random stuff, but it's such a large area. It was great.
Yeah, they're doing
a
a fantastic job up there.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Just pouring money into the city. Just kind of reading rather quick here. Aside from Pittsburgh Blues and Roots, they're having a Blues and Roots.
That'll be fun.
Called the Corbry Woodstock.
Okay.
The article is not very appealing to the eyes here. The words.
Yeah, it is. That sounds fun. So it looks like it's going to be a 2-day outdoor Pittsburgh Music Festival. It's going to spotlight 12 local bands: blues, rock, Americana, roots, country, jazz. So that one's fun. That one sounds cool. Like I said, that is a great area. I love like the outside of it. The inside of it is also really nice. I've been to a couple events there. It's a great place to go. So if you have not been out there, I definitely recommend going and checking it out.
Yeah, here we go. We got the Iron City Pittsburgh Music Festival. We got their site up right now on the screen. Yeah, you can see it now behind. Like, look how big this place is. Look at
Yeah,
that
it's
field.
huge. Yeah, very, very large.
Yeah, so check that out. That's coming up in July 11th and 12th.
Yeah. We have two. There was a couple others in, I think it's the North Side Music Festival is also in July. There's the Jazz Festival is in September. And I think one of the other big ones, depending on what kind of music you're into, but the Four Chord Music Festival that has kind of moved around a lot. It's like all the kind of bands I like, so it's a lot of like the punk, the pop punk, like stuff like that. Super fun, gets really big, but they have moved it around. I think I had read last year was it the Carrie Blast Furnace, but apparently that was not a good venue for them to have it. They've had it down in like Washington, places like that. But this year they're going to have it at FNB Stadium, which I just found out they changed the name. It was the Highmark Stadium, which is where the Riverhounds play. So that is now, I guess, FNB Stadium. Maybe that's how they're also getting all their upgrades. I guess maybe that's who bought it.
Okay.
So that one's also going to be in September. So a lot of, and there's also, of course, a lot like other music festivals. We have like the Jam on Walnut that does like the smaller things on Walnut Street.
Yep.
There's a couple parks around. I know like South Park does one. I think Heartwood Acres have free concerts that you can go to at their parks. So there's always some type of music going on around the city.
Yeah, no doubt. One that I can stand behind and definitely give a highly recommend would be the Millville Music Festival. Not necessarily just for the music, but it is neat just to jump around. And I like the kind of what would the term be, like that grunginess.
Yeah.
Shannon and I walked around last year. We didn't know the area super well, but there was a map, and it's like people like opening up the front of their windows. It just felt like you were in like a college town or something.
Yeah,
they were
it's very well put together.
Doors. They were literally, jamming out in their houses, like telling people, "Come in, come in."
Yeah,
and
it's
like
really cool.
giving out cards to what the name of their band was.
Yeah, it's neat. So like for those who might not totally know, Grist House is like the big bar that's over there that everybody loves. So that's part of it. So it's part of like in the Grist House and then going up the other way. So yeah, it's like that whole area, very large, so many different bands. Like you said, there's just people everywhere playing music, trying to get their names out there. It's very cool.
Yeah. And one nice thing about it, like if you're at a specific venue and you're like, covering your ears because it's so bad, you can just quickly jump and go to another one. You don't have.
Yeah, there's probably one next door.
There's not just one main one.
Yeah, they're all over the place. It's really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'm gonna make it out this year. I'm a little sad, but I'll try.
Where are you going?
I am going to a Pirates game, I think, every night the end of next week. So we have our company one on Thursday. My cousin's coming in Friday. And then I just found out my aunt and uncle are coming in on Saturday and invited us to go. So it might just be a weekend of Pirates. I hope it's good.
Oh, geez.
A lot of Pirates games.
Hey, that's good. It's exciting.
Looks like it's going to be beautiful weather. So worth it.
Good. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have free movies in the park coming up as well. I don't know if it's worth going through. Some of the big name movies are playing: Superman, Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. I've never heard of any of these. Song Sung Blue and Solo Mio.
No.
I never did. I grew up with having a drive-in. There is a drive-in out in Moon Township. Really want to go to it. That's something I got on my 2026 bucket list. I absolutely want to go to that.
There you go. Yeah, same. I've never been to that one. I mean, I don't think I've been to a drive-in in a long time.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Apparently this one out in Moon is like really, really nice. So something I want to do.
I've heard fantastic things about it. So yeah, I'll have to try to get out there too. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun just hopping out of your car, just chilling or opening the trunk, just sitting in the trunk, getting a bunch of food.
No
It's a good
doubt.
time. Get
Yeah.
cozy. It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lot of places around here that do like movie nights in the parks.
Something's
See,
going on in Aspinwall. I think it's called Riverview Park. I've been walking the dog down there the past couple, like anytime we like, where do we want to go? And we've been going to Aspinwall. You'll have to
okay,
check that out. Anybody check
yeah,
it out. Beautiful, beautiful park. But anyway, my point is they're setting something up. Um, So I
hmm.
would imagine they're going to be soon to host movies there. I don't know exactly how they would set it up because of the way, but I think it's one of the. I this is really tough opinion, but I think that might be my new favorite, even over Highland Park, as far as the best city
Okay,
park, Aspinwall.
okay. I
Yeah,
think it's called River
Highland Park,
Trail.
River Trail. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Has the of course, has the biggest park, the biggest playground, covers the most square footage. But this one, I think, has the best view of the city.
Okay.
They have like a hammock set up, a big deck
Okay.
that they built with picnic tables and stuff for like a sunset dinner. Yeah, we'll have to
Okay.
go out there and shoot a video during
Yeah.
the
That is what I actually have not been to that one. I've been to Highland
yeah.
Park a lot, been to, North Park, South Park, all those, but I've never been there. I'll have to check it out.
That North Park one's nice too. They have a pond there, but this just to see the river is just
Yeah.
stunning, and it's the sun sets perfectly right along
Yeah.
the river too, so it almost drops like it's dropping into the river. Just
Okay.
unbelievable. It's not behind like some trees and stuff. So you can see it
Yeah.
all until it drops. So yeah,
There.
we'll have to do a little video there, post it on YouTube or on Instagram because that's
Definitely. Yeah.
stunning.
Yeah, we're hoping to get out and do a lot of different neighborhoods and parks and stuff like that to get some more videos for everyone to see and highlight our city even more.
No doubt. Yeah, so we hit on the pools.
Yeah.
A little story that I added in here was about a homeowner in California. He cut down like 60 of these massive trees to get a better view. Uh, Funny story. Being on Mount Washington, you meet some of the people that have a city view there, and
Yep. That's
everybody's
exactly what I thought of when you said that.
yeah. So many times, having a couple drinks, looking over at the city view, and we're like, man, if only that tree was down, we'd have a perfect view.
Yeah.
And I'm sure some people think, it's a good idea. Let's, go out there some night and
Yeah.
chop it down. Well, the city is going after this guy hard, as they should. Apparently, as soon as he cut the trees down, they raised the price by like $1 million, and that happens to be the exact amount that they're suing this guy over. This wasn't
Wow.
local. This was out in California, but I thought it was cool
Oh,
to
yeah.
mention because we have so many hills here, and obviously the better view that you have,
Yeah.
the more that the house is going to
More.
sell for. But you
Yeah.
guys got to check those property lines if it's not on your property line.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it, especially if it's city too. This guy's getting as he should. He's getting
I
in
mean,
some
yeah.
trouble.
Yeah. Can't touch what's not yours.
That's right.
That is
Yeah,
wild.
so that gives a little bit of the importance on surveys. Some people that are moving from out of state. You were in Houston a couple weeks ago. We actually had a client. I don't think they were from Houston, but somewhere down there where there was a lot of oil.
Okay.
Back in 20, what would it have been, like 2016 to 2020, 2021, 2022. I guess the oil rigs were shutting down. Well, this guy was moving up this direction because he had the freedom to do that after he was laid off from the
Yeah.
oil and gas industry. But they were so shocked that nobody up here had fences. And that's such a good point. We drive around and barely
Yeah.
anybody, you're lucky enough to have one.
Me too.
But I drive down my entire road. I go probably 10 miles and not see a single
Yeah.
privacy fence. Some people put up the little pickets or like little cheap
Right.
stuff, but like a true privacy fence, they just don't have them here.
Mm-mm.
And of course, in some of the new construction communities, they're building them.
Yeah.
Um, or they'll
I
like
mean,
price it in with one of your packages, but it's not like it
yeah.
doesn't come with a fence.
Right.
So that's something to think about. I don't have a survey for my house. Of course, we can
Mhm.
guess where the line is and just go a
Yeah.
foot off of it and build a fence.
Yeah.
But surveys are backed up right now. You're looking at 3 to 4 months unless you pay a real premium amount for fences. But that's something you have to consider because when they're out 3 to 4 months, you can't really put a. Uh, uh, I've not had a single one where we had a survey contingency. Have you ever had one?
Nope.
Yeah, but that is an option. You
Yeah.
could elect that as a contingency that you want a
Absolutely.
survey done. Um, so yeah, think about that if you are moving and you absolutely do want a fence.
Yeah.
You're going to need a 3 to 4 month closing if you want that as a contingency. And of course, with a
Right.
3 to 4 month uh, closing, it's going to be tough to get that offer accepted in this market.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's another thing with hillside homes. Um, Obviously, a lot of our homes are on slight inclines.
Yep.
You will probably own most of that hillside too, so you'd want to know
Yeah.
what's that going to look like with heavy rain. Is it going to come down? Are there's trees? Um, so it's
Is there
important.
like
Important to.
landscaping type you got to take care of? Like, yeah, a lot of the,
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
absolutely.
Yep, so things to think about, guys. Of course, at any time, you don't have to wait on us. Just reach out, ask the question. If you do have it, we are available, by text 24/7. Doesn't mean I'm going to respond, but you can reach out and text or email
Absolutely.
and
Yeah.
schedule a call.
Yeah. So that brings up really my next topic too. You were saying just, he moved, this person had the freedom to move here, wanted to, try something new. I saw a Facebook post this morning that it was just a picture of Pittsburgh and just, why did you move here? So those who came to Pittsburgh, what brought you here and where did you come from? So that one was pretty cool. I hope more comments come on it, but what I read seemed all very positive. Of course, there's a lot of people that came here for job opportunities, career moves, things like that. Pittsburgh has a great healthcare system. It's tech growth, all the universities, things like that had pulled in people from, of course, like Philly, but then all the way from like New Mexico, Texas, Florida, Arizona. I was seeing all sorts of places that people were coming from. But what it seemed, the biggest thing of what has kept people here is just lifestyle. It's affordability. A lot of people also did mention like medical facilities and the access that they get to like better healthcare here. The city has very strong hospital networks, which we have mentioned in the past podcasts. There's more of people like personal side that people were consistently bringing up how friendly and welcoming Pittsburgh feels, which is something that I heard a lot about after the draft last week, about how nice this city was. Everybody, there was like no arguments. Of course, there's like the typical going back and forth if you're from a different team, but overall, everybody was so positive, so welcoming. It just gives you that I moved here not knowing anybody, but now I feel at home experience. So that says a lot about our city. And then another thing, you mentioned somebody from Texas. Somebody from Texas actually put on here that they moved up here to experience the Four Seasons. So that is not something you get to see in the South, but you do get to see that a lot here. Sometimes even in one day, you might experience all four seasons.
Mhm.
So Pittsburgh's close enough to nature without being isolated. It's a manageable sized city. You can get around without feeling overwhelmed. So a lot of positives about Pittsburgh. It was interesting to read.
Jobs, affordability, lifestyle and an escape,
Yeah.
family, relationships,
Yeah.
a lot of stability, balance.
Yeah.
Couple interesting ones in here is that they're calling it so green. They visited from Colorado and
Yeah.
couldn't believe how green it is.
They must have definitely been here in the summer when it's more green, except for last year. Last year got so hot and everything. And like no rain that like I just remember saying like my yard is so brown. Like it was the first year that like I was just like, wow, there's not a lot of green around here, but it is definitely very green now. So we're hitting that good time of the year.
Things you don't think about unless you leave.
Yeah.
Unless you leave or you talk to other people that are coming from other places.
Yeah. Yeah, so like somebody mentioned being from Arizona, it's definitely more desert out there. You don't have a lot of green, very different trees and stuff out there, but you're not going to have that beautiful green yard like a lot of us do here once spring hits into summer.
Yeah, what I was surprised by, you of course think job, but a lot of these seem emotional,
Hmm. Yeah.
uh, not just a logical reason. Just
Yeah.
it's interesting.
Yeah. It was very neat to read. So yeah, it was definitely more emotion than like nobody seemed like they were forced to come here. So everybody seemed very happy about it, chose to be part of it, and now realize how much Pittsburgh is welcoming.
There was one here from New Jersey talking about calmness. That's something we don't think about too. I would
Yeah.
imagine we're coming from New York,
Yeah.
hearing horns in New Jersey, everybody in such a hurry.
Hmm.
It is something that our downtown is a lot more quiet.
Yeah.
But this isn't even in our talk for this week, but PNC brought 11,000 people back to the city of Pittsburgh this week. I don't have any of the information on me, but maybe that'll get things bustling. I mean, obviously
Yeah.
it is 11,000. Can you imagine the parking and the restaurants? How much
Yeah.
better we'll be doing?
Yeah. They did decide to go back to 5 days a week in the office. I heard they're doing it in waves.
Oh,
So some of them started, I want to say May 4th was the first wave. And then I have like another friend that works, and I want to say it's like June-ish that like she'll start going back. And then eventually they're just hoping to get everybody back. But it'll be interesting to see because of course there's a lot of people aren't happy about it, but
I'm sure they're not.
they have a lot of office buildings down there that could use some people. So
Absolutely.
I can't say anything as I'm clearly sitting here at my house. So don't listen to me. But
I don't know.
I
I
think
think I can hear the dryer running right now. I got to run. How about you? It's a lot easier when you're working from home to get distracted.
oh
So,
yeah, yeah,
employer, I
very
hope
much
you
so.
come back too. You got to
Yeah,
wonder if during those sales pitches over the last couple of months, uh, get a storefront just for the draft. I'm sure a lot of this, like, hey, PNC is going to be bringing back a lot of employees. You know what that means? Downtown is back. So I
yeah,
wonder, I'm sure those conversations were had previously. That was the first that I heard of it though, and I, head deep into the news pretty much every
yeah.
day, and I didn't see any like hints at that. But anybody that took some of that discounted rent through the Pittsburgh downtown Pittsburgh project,
I
they
think
were
so. Yeah,
subsidizing some of the rent. You'll be kicking
yeah,
yourself in a few weeks that you didn't take that gig.
yeah, yeah. I'm very curious to see more towards summer, like how many stayed down there, how things have changed. It'll be interesting to see what sticks around, and I hope it's just continuing to be better,
Oh, absolutely right. Yeah,
especially with all
that's
the
when
work
people
they're putting into it.
to the city.
Yeah,
Yeah, it should be good for the condo market as well down there. A lot of people,
yeah,
being able to just quickly uh, work from home. They were, selling their condos. What's the point of having them downtown?
yeah.
Um,
And they do have really nice condo buildings down there. Like I've been in a few that are stunning.
yeah,
And of course with the rivers, you can it's not too I do have somebody that was looking specifically for a condo down there that had water views, and there are a lot available. So you can definitely get a nice view of the city. Some of them had really great views of like PNC Park that you can they were higher up, so you could like almost see into. Hey, you could probably watch a game from there, but they are really nice.
cool. Anything going on this weekend for Mother's Day other than it is Cassie's birthday?
Yeah. So Mother's Day is my birthday. I don't know if anybody saw or has noticed if you're watching this that we do have a nice little celebration background. It is both of our birthdays next week. So mine is on Sunday, Dave's is on Thursday. So yeah, so happy birthday to us. But also thanks to our mothers and all the other mothers around. Mother's Day is Sunday. If you're still trying to figure out what to do for Mother's Day this weekend, good news is there's so much to do in Pittsburgh. There are places that offer like free admissions to mothers. Like I know the zoo offers free admissions to mothers of all ages, as long as you just have to have a kid with you. But yeah, like your grandma could go in and get a free admission as well. There's a lot of other, I don't know of many others that maybe do like free like that. But I know they're doing like a May market outside of Phipps. So this, while Phipps has a fee, if you want to go in and check out their new exhibits, there is a market outside of it that's going to have a lot of vendors selling, you know, plants, vegetable seedlings, like stuff like that. So something that, you know, kind of fits in with the vibe of Phipps. That one's supposed to be really nice. There's so many parks around here that you can go have a picnic at, like Shenley, Frick. There's Riverview Park, all kinds of places you can go for a low-key picnic. A lot of places are doing like brunches. I saw some that are doing like teas. You can go have tea with your mom, get a little fancy. Or you can also always go on the Gateway Clipper for the Mother's Day cruise. So all kinds of things that you can do down here. It looks like it is supposed to be a nice weekend.
What is your jag-off throwing a strawberry jello pretzel salad standoff? What do you know about this?
They are. So this one's going to be next weekend. But they are.
Okay.
So if you don't know what we're talking about, it's, you know, one of the most iconic desserts that ever have shown up at any cookout you go to. Grandma probably made it. But it's the perfect mix of like a sweet and salty layers. It has like a buttery crushed pretzel crust on the bottom. The middle is like a creamy whipped, like whipped cream, maybe cream cheese. I've never actually made it. I just eat it. In the middle. And then of course the top has like strawberry jello with strawberries in it or on it. It's super colorful. It became very popular in the 60s during the big jello craze, and Western Pennsylvania has really embraced it. So there is a podcast called Ya Jag Off. They are hosting the 5th annual Strawberry Jello Pretzel Salad Standoff. So this is going to be local bakeries, sweet shops, or any whoever else registered to be part of this is going to bake these strawberry jello salads. Or some of them I know are doing like a different take on them. Not sure what they're going to do. So some will be like the classic, some will have a different take on it. But how it works is you get to go and sample tasting size portions of them from each participating bakery, sweet shop, etc. And then you can do, I think, like an electronic vote for, oh yeah, you have it up here, an electronic vote for the favorite one, and it helps crown the People's Choice champion. So if you've never had it, like I said, it's good. Don't knock it till you try it. It probably sounds crazy, but it is fantastic. You know, I remember always seeing them at family reunions, church picnics, graduation parties, everywhere. They're fantastic. Now I need to
next weekend, May 16th. That was this week, but next weekend.
No, sorry, that is next weekend.
Yeah. So cool. Yeah, that's gonna be $10 to get in. I've never heard of such a thing, so that'll be something different.
I bet it would be neat.
Where at? Do you know? It is on screen. Oh, McKnight Road.
The block. What's it called? The Block Northway. So it's up on McKnight Road. I want to say that's where like Dave and Buster's is, like that area.
Oh, okay.
If I'm remembering correctly, what that is, yeah.
From Rossburg Mall, then, in that plaza.
Yeah, so around there. Yeah, McKnight Road has everything. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be neat though.
All right. Yes, that's Jag Off. I just started listening to their podcast. It is very well produced. Yeah. I would check that out. Yeah, guys. That's pretty much it. So happy Mother's Day to everybody. Happy birthday, Cassie. We will be back next week.
Yeah. We'll be back before your birthday, so we'll give you a second shout out then.
All right.
That's going to do it for this week's episode of Move Me to Pittsburgh. Thanks for spending time with us.
If you enjoyed the episode, or you have any questions you want us to cover next time, send them our way. We love hearing from you.
And if you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing anywhere in the Pittsburgh region, we're always here to help.
Thanks again for hanging out with us.
We'll see you next time on Move Me to Pittsburgh.